I'm going to Stockholm for the first time ever this weekend. I'm only staying for one day because I'm meeting my boyfriend there, so we're going to spend one night and then we fly out late in the day of the next day. So we have a few hours to explore the city on Saturday. And then we fly to Krakow to visit his parents, and we're going to stay there for a couple of days. I've been to Krakow already a few times, so I've already seen the most touristic areas. But I'm still excited to go again. I hope the weather is going to be nicer. The one thing that we are doing differently on this trip is that we're actually going to visit Auschwitz on Monday. We're going for a tour in the morning. I've been to Auschwitz before when I was, I think, about 17 or 18. And now I'm 28, so 10 years later actually. And honestly, with everything going on in the world right now, I feel like it's really, really important to remember that historical events like the Holocaust existed. For me, it's a very sensitive and important thing to be aware of, because I am Jewish and part of my family suffered in the war. I don't have to get into that, but it is a very important part of my life, and it's a very important part of my family history from my dad's side. So I decided that I wanted to visit Auschwitz again. I know it's going to be a very heavy, a very sentimental and horrible, I think, experience, but a very important one. And because my boyfriend's family lives in Krakow, which is the closest big city to Auschwitz, then I decided I might as well just visit it and, do it this time, because I just felt like it. But anyway, on a lighter note, and this is what I actually wanted to start my video with, I usually travel inside of Europe using low-cost airlines, and if you are familiar with them, they only allow you to carry one small bag. So for that, I bought the mini weekender from Base, and honestly, it's such a good purchase. And I also needed a bag that wasn't a carry-on, but big enough to fit enough things on the plane for a short trip. And this, I've used it once to go to London on my last London trip, and it was perfect. Honestly, for a few days you can fit a lot of things. I love this detachable compartment here because it can easily fit another pair of shoes and maybe a toiletry bag or something else that you want to put here. And when you open it, you can kind of understand how much it can actually fit. I hope you can see, but it all fits really well, and I think that's more than enough clothing for like 4 to 5 days. And then it closes still very well, and there's still space to put more things if I decide to add more clothes in this. All packed up and ready to go to the airport.
Which direction we're going? So like this. Okay, what is it?
Congratulations.
It must be come true. It has to come true.
I'm walking back to the hotel now. I'm less than 10 minutes away just to get changed and get my coat. It's not too cold, but I'm planning to stay out a little later today, so I don't want to be super freezing at night. So I'm just gonna do that and then leave again to get something to eat. First impressions of Stockholm. It's very clean, as you could expect from a Nordic Scandinavian country. Very clean. And one thing that so far I loved about it is that I visited a 7-Eleven earlier today to get some snacks, and they have a coffee machine where they offer oat milk instead of cow milk, and I don't think there was any additional cost to that, so I love that. I feel like here is a country that offers a vegan alternative to milk pretty much everywhere, which is something that we do not find in Paris, so I really do appreciate that. Wait, isn't Swedish candy a thing? Should I come to this store and get a bunch of them and just try them all? I have no idea what these things are. They're lollipops. Wow, there's a lot of stuff. I wasn't expecting this at all. I thought it was gonna be like a gingerbread type of sweet, but it's actually soft. And I don't really know what it is, but it kind of tastes like coffee. And this one tastes to me exactly as it looks. Like a cinnamon bun. Very thick. I'm also sure I'm not in the best place to eat all of these. It's just the only coffee shop that's open at this time, and I really wanted to have something sweet and a decaf cappuccino after my little dinner. So I came here, but tomorrow I'm going to try to find a better bakery and try the local baked stuff once again. After a super long day of walking, I came back to the hotel thinking that I was going to go out after, but no. I was just so tired that I'm going to stay in bed, snacking, and watching stuff on my phone, because calories don't count when you're on vacation, and I'm trying new snacks from a new country, so life is good. When I'm traveling with my boyfriend, I don't have to worry about a thing.
Exactly.
It just started raining, so we're gonna go to the Nobel Prize Museum to wait for this rain to pass. Those are very pretty colors. So we just left the
Nobel
Nobel Prize
Prize
Museum, and it was very boring.
No, it was okay.
It was
But-
12 euros the entrance, and honestly, not worth it.
Yeah, for 17 euro, I prefer going to
The
the
Louvre.
Louvre Museum again.
Yeah, I would not recommend the museum unless you're very, very interested in Nobel Prize winners. It's like a shortbread. Yum. It's so buttery. No idea what this is. I'm very curious to try these. I've never seen such a clean and organized supermarket. So today's Sunday, I'm walking around downtown Krakow. Most of the stores are closed and only the restaurants and food places are open. So I'm just enjoying the day while my boyfriend finishes his dentist appointment. I will just walk around and enjoy the weather because it's sunny, it's warm, it's warmer weather than I've had in Paris recently. So I'm just gonna enjoy the city. I know downtown is such a touristic area, but honestly, I really like it. Krakow has such a cute center. It's super pretty. It is Monday morning and we are on our way to Auschwitz, and as if that wasn't already a heavy enough thing to do, it's obviously raining. It's the only day that we're here that had rain forecasted and we didn't know, so My boyfriend's parents were sick when we arrived, and I think I probably got something from them because I woke up with a sore throat and now I feel super tired and my body's super heavy. So I hope I will recover fast and not get extremely sick. But anyway, we're going back to Paris today. In a couple of hours, we're going to the airport, and that's it. As much as I love traveling, I love coming back home even more so I can go back to my routine. The last thing I filmed on this video was my visit to Auschwitz, and I wasn't able to film anything after that because honestly, it left me so emotionally drained that we came back home. Plus the weather was kind of bad and I passed out for like 2-3 hours because honestly it was a lot. I don't even know how to talk about it and how to explain the feelings, but all I can say is that this time when I walked in, I already felt this overwhelming feeling of heaviness, of wanting to cry. The moment we started our tour, it's one of the only clips that I filmed. We start by walking to the structure where they are repeating the names of the victims, and this is literally the beginning of the tour, and I was already feeling the emotions and the tears building up, but I was trying to control myself to not cry right at the beginning. And then they take us to this movie theater where they show us a 10-minute movie video just of a man kind of explaining the horrors of the war, the importance of Auschwitz, and remembering and all of this. And as soon as the video started, I started bawling, but not like just a few tears rolling. I was literally like crying my eyes out uncontrollably. I couldn't stop. The moment the video started, I looked at my boyfriend and I was like, here it is. Like I just started literally crying. And then after this video, we start the tour through the camp, and we visit a few like the little houses that they have that they transformed into the museum. And throughout this whole tour in Auschwitz 1, I was honestly crying during the whole tour, and I just couldn't control myself. The tears kept coming as soon as I was looking at the images and hear the tour guide speak on the things that I already know. But I don't know, just the energy being there and knowing that my history, my family's history was part of this was extremely emotional for me. I wasn't expecting how much I would actually cry on this tour, but that's what happened. And then from Auschwitz 1, we go to Auschwitz 2, which is Birkenau. And there, I think I had no tears left to cry, literally. So we finished the tour, but I was honestly exhausted after it, mentally, emotionally, completely exhausted. It was a 3.5 hour tour. There is a longer one for 6 hours if you want a more in-depth experience. But honestly, I don't think I'll go back. I think I will only go back to take my children to visit the camp. I think it's something extremely important to do if you're Jewish, obviously, if you're non-Jewish as well, because this was part of our history. And with everything going on in the world right now, I feel like it's even more important. All the survivors of the Holocaust are dying. We don't have a lot more people alive who survived this to tell their stories. So it's important for us as a society to remember that these things happened, that these horrifying moments in history happened. It's insane to me to think that some people still want to say that the Holocaust didn't exist. Anyway, I don't want to... There's so much to say about this, but I don't want to go too much in depth. I just think that especially nowadays with what's going on, it's very easy for people to say some horrific things. And if you're able to visit these sites or even Holocaust memorials all over the world, I think it's worth doing it. if you ever come to Krakow, if you ever come to Poland, I would recommend spending half of your day taking a tour in Auschwitz. Yeah, anyway, this is a very heavy way to end the video. I really enjoyed these few days traveling. It was only like 4 days, but I felt like I was away for a week and a half. Stockholm is very nice. I would definitely go back to the Nordics, but I would like to spend more than just obviously 1 day, and to discover more of the natural part of Scandinavia, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. So one day I hope I'll have the opportunity to do that. One of my dreams is to see the Northern Lights, so hopefully I'll also be able to do that one day in Scandinavia. And yeah, I mean, Krakow is always nice. I really like the downtown part. I think it's super cute, and I always feel good when I'm in Krakow. So thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.